Peace. Man. Happy now. Now is the vibrator, of course. We're not going too far in the future. We're not going too far in the past. Right now. Matter of fact, this, I just always feel the need to say that. Gonna say this could have been a thing first. I don't know why I keep doing that, but it's cool. You know, y'all still love me. But I wanted to bring up about doing chakra assessments. Ever so often you want to, make sure you're keeping your chakras balanced, make sure your chakras are in check. Matter of fact, the first thing I remember like coming into the growth is first, you know what I'm saying, is like paying attention to the chakras. Because I remember like when I first, you know, basically came conscious, or no, more of when I first became aware of that everything that I've been consciously, aware of was really true, you know what I'm saying? But first thing I started working on was developing chakras and how they work, you know what I'm saying? And after you get so far along and you open up all your chakras, you keep them balanced, you know what I'm saying? You do your meditations and your affirmations talking about, balancing them. But when you get into, whether it's, being in the moment, you're constantly just, going about life, you know what I'm saying? You meditating, doing your thing. And sometimes you could end up, excuse me, forgetting about, your chakra health in essence, you know what I'm saying? As far as like paying attention to the particulars of like, what's going on. And so I wanted to make this video just to as a reminder in essence too, stay aware of, of your chakras and how they're spinning, and and stay aware of the different emotions and things, the different effects that goes with your certain chakras. And I'm gonna show you an app that I use. One of the apps is the Chakra Doctor. Matter of fact, and of course these apps that this app that I'm showing you, in this app that you saw, I didn't make them. None of this. This is not my app or anything. I'm just showing you an app that I use. And you got like a diagnose chakra, chakra study, intro to chakras. And with the diagnose chakra, it would say, for instance, diagnose specific chakra. Let's go to third eye chakra. And it would ask different little questions, and give you assessment. Now, me personally, I don't go that route. What I would do is just go, honestly, it's always good to just have like the definition and aspects and characteristics of all chakras just near you. So that way you could just do your own assessment, like go back and look at the particulars of, the certain chakras and make sure you're in alignment with those, those things. But let's see. All right. Let's say, for instance, it got like, you get to third eye chakra, it got what it's responsible for, where it's located, and it talks about like how a balance, what you do when it's balanced, when it's unbalanced, and when it's overactive, what to do to balance your chakras. So, so if I know if I'm dealing with self-doubt, forgetfulness, inability to trust intuition, poor sense of future, lack of imagination, or poor memory, my first eye chakra, third eye, your Anya chakra, that one is underactive and it needs a little more help, you know what I'm saying? So by you knowing this information, you could assess that. Like if you've been feeling like your memory been down, you've been feeling a little bit of forgetfulness and self-doubt, then that first eye chakra is underactive and needing a little attention. Or you have like your solar plexus. If you're feeling let's see, arrogant, controlling, over assertive, bossy, and power hungry, then that means your solar plexus is overactive. You know what I'm saying? It's spinning too much, because that's another thing too. You got bad. That's why it's always about aligning and balancing your chakras. Because say for instance, even we get this idea of that powerful and the faster or the bigger, the stronger. But now, what I'm saying, it's also about balance, because if your solar plexus chakra is spinning too much, or put like this, that's where the alignment come. Now, if the solar plexus is spinning fast, but then you got the other one spinning fast, then cool. But if the solar plexus is spinning, overactively faster than the other ones, then that'll draw, the alignment off. You know what I'm saying? But again, you would have these aspects of like being arrogant, being controlling, or over assertive if your solar plexus was spinning, too strongly. You know, I'm gonna give one more example, and then matter of fact, crown chakra, a balanced crown chakra. You're meditating, or quote unquote praying. Meditation, prayer, however, affirmations, prayer. You know, you're growing spiritually. You are aware of limitations of your senses. You know timelessness, and you find divinity in all things that exist. So if you're not finding divinity in all things that exist, if you're not being timeless, if you're not growing spiritually, if you're not meditating, then you're not, your crown chakra is not balanced. And it's different, just different little aspects. Like I showed you this app, but you could just go look up chakras on all levels. A lot of people hit me up. Matter of fact, for sure, the type example of the type of question that you won't get me to answer or go into is like universal frequencies. What's a chakra? Or how am I shocked? Like that's too general. Like man, you could get that's Google right there. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people, go for what you know and follow your heart and intuition. All right, you try and find out about a chakra. And what's funny is, like, and I understand the fact of like, because you see somebody that's already talking on it, you're just like, hey, let me just throw that question out there, see if they answer it. Cool. But these are type of questions where, they're much better answered or journeyed for on your own in essence. You know what I'm saying? Like, something that broad and that general. Just go, Google, and the first information that start coming to you, you know, if it resonate with you, then it has some truth to it. You gotta trust your intuition when dealing with getting a lot of information. Also, but that's definitely something important. Keep those chakras in check. Matter of fact, 'cause I thought about a cool way to keep the chakras in check, which I don't think I talked about it in the other video. 'Cause matter of fact, this idea that I thought of mix aspects of all my videos as far as like the different knowledge and things I speak on. But I thought about another way to heal your chakras would be to find out like what vibration that whatever chakra you're trying to heal. So say for instance we're trying to heal the solar plexus. I will find out what sound vibration that the solar plexus resonates with, or which sound vibration that it is in essence. You know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, all these sound vibrations is in your instruments. Pianos, different horns, things of this nature. But what I would do is I would take a glass of water. So I'm adding all aspects, like I say. So I take a glass of water, and matter of fact, add the Dr. Emoto, slash somatics to the situation, where I would take a glass of water, put it on the piano. If you have one, this all kind of hypothetically speaking. But as far as like having the stuff, but this would work. Matter of fact, 'cause that's why I channeled it, 'cause I know it would work. But you take your glass of water, put it on a piano, and you will play the key that resonates with the solar plexus. Whether you just doom and holding it, or you just keep tapping it, whatever the case may be. But you would just, press and allow that water to embody that vibration. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing too. If your chakra's out of whack, whether it's overspinning or underspinning, that means it's not resonating at the vibration that it normally resonates with. So you take that water after pressing the key and putting that sound vibration that resonates with that chakra into that water, then you would drink the water, and that water, the sound vibrations of that tone, that also resonates with the solar plexus. When it gets in the body, it's gonna resonate, with that area of the solar plexus. That vibration from the piano keys is going to be within the water, and it's going to help heal that solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? Simple things like that. Also bring up wearing certain colors if you're feeling lack of confidence, and you're feeling like a lack of creativity dealing with the solar plexus, or lack of sexuality, whatever the case may be. Any of the chakras, like sexuality, you want to wear orange. If you're dealing with confidence, you need a little self-esteem, things of this nature, then wear the color yellow. Just wearing the color gives off a vibration. Again, colors, the way you get colors is it absorbs all colors except for the color that is given off. So if something is yellow, that means it's absorbing all other spectrums of light, but it's reflecting the yellow off, and that's why you're actually seeing the yellow, because it's not being absorbed by the actual object. You know, man, I'm clean. I articulate myself so well when I'm clean. But anyway, not like I'm clean. Like I just stopped doing some drugs. Just clean as far as like, man, I've been eating lighter, drinking more water, basically doing the things that I knew I've been needing to do. But again, that's different ways, just to make sure though. I want to say, man, at least once every 2 weeks, or maybe at least once a week, just constantly, just do a little chakra assessment, check the chakras, like, you know, am I, for sure though, whenever you feel like it, when you're in that funk or something just come up where you just feeling stagnant or something. As a matter of fact, you get into the routine, the more you create habit, Matter of fact, neuroplasticity, the route you take the most, is the pathway that open up. But as we evolve, and if you're opening up new pathways, then you're allowing your brain or the neurons to take new pathways and open up. But what I was gonna say is, I think I lost the point. Hold on, I'm gonna get it back. Well, in a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that whatever. I know it was dealing with something though with create. Oh, I knew I was gonna catch it back. Creating a habit out of checking your chakra. So again, well, whenever something awkward or energy feeling awkward now, because I've been dealing with it for so long, I know, all right, let me check my chakras. Let me make sure all my chakras are aligned. You know what I'm saying? It becomes commonplace, on your spiritual growth to look at these things and make sure you're keeping them balanced, make sure you're keeping them aligned, like weren't like, the people I'm around, make sure nobody energy, you know what I'm saying? Like you're looking at things more on a spiritual level the more you go into it. That's why I brought up the neuroplasticity and lost my train of thought. Was like as you grow into more being a spiritual being, more of a vibrational being, I should say, in your daily habits and in your daily lifestyle, you're going to be doing things that benefit you spiritually more, you know what I'm saying, instead of still, doing all this other stuff. So as you're growing spiritually, it's going to become commonplace to be like, oh man, let me do a chakra assessment, you know what I'm saying, make sure the chakra's spinning, instead of let me go, oh man, today's Saturday loving, I miss Empire this weekend, I miss Power this, like you replace, worrying about that with worrying about chakras and diet and being timeless. You know what I'm saying? Your focus is put in a different area, and what you focus on grows. You know what I'm saying? I say that till I get blue in the face, till my till my throat chakra overpowers my face and I get blue. Hmm. Saying something till you get blue in the face, till you get blue in the face. I wonder and what's funny, whether they directly, indirectly, meant it to deal with the throat chakra, that's the way the spirit work. It does regardless, you know what I'm saying? But saying something, the throat chakra deals with talking, saying something till I'm blue in the face. Throat chakra is blue. Go figure. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.